Hey guys, welcome back to some more Jamie Plays Zelda.
S'mores again.
In the last episode, you beat Key Cavern.
I did.
You got the Pegasus boots.
I did.
So naturally, what was the first thing you did?
My first thought was to go back to the stupid library.
Okay.
But I was stubborn. I'm like, no, I'm not. And I went and did something else. I can't remember what it is. But I'm like, all right, let's go look at the damn book. Knowing full well I had to go to the library, charge into the bookcase, headbutt the book down. I'm glad I did, because it was helpful. It showed me how to push the gravestones in the graveyard.
Right, because before it was like only a coward.
It told me cowards be gone. I'm like, okay.
But now you know.
I am not a coward anymore. I'm a man.
Okay. So did you go? You went to the grave?
I immediately went to the gravestone and pushed him, and it's like a whole dungeon.
What'd you think of this mini dungeon?
I was good. It was a surprise. Like I said, I was not expecting a full-scale dungeon.
So there was a number of puzzles that required you to like hit the faces to change them all the same color.
Yeah.
Just
No, I just
randomly.
Well, the
until it
first
worked.
one, there's like, the first one you have, I think like four. I mean, like, come on, you could like close your eyes and solve that one. The next one, even with 6, just like quick. I don't know. There's one where I'm like 90 seconds in, I'm like, all right, use a little bit of brain power.
Okay.
And then, so I had to like kind of think. Sort of.
What'd you think of like the basic enemies?
Why are you whacking a knight into a ball and throwing him in a hole?
Because you have to color coordinate to open the door.
No. Okay.
So
At least it wasn't Mario themed.
All right, we got a pair of mini bosses in here though.
I don't remember the mini bosses, but I remember there being 2 of them.
There was a giant like rock stone guy.
Oh yeah, there's like boulders come down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just hid in the upper right hand corner.
And you can't be touched there.
I think I got hit once, but I mean I was tired of dodging, so I was like, I'm gonna go hide in the corner because it didn't look like the rocks were going there.
Okay.
And like one rock came over and hit me once. Otherwise, I just waited. This is pretty easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, poor boss. He had no chance.
Control your rocks better.
Okay. What about the other boss?
Ooh,
He was like the giant buzz blob, the electric guy.
Oh yeah. Just sprinkle them and then whack them.
Did you know to do that right away?
One of the only things I have sprinkled dust on has been one of those little electric guys, and I remember he turns into a Rasta guy like, hey man, what's up? So this guy didn't turn into a Rastafarian, but he just becomes vulnerable and you just whack.
Okay.
Again, pretty easy.
How about the final boss, where he's got a big colored orb on his head that changes color?
I mean, the hard part is when you hit him, you float back. So I quickly realized, okay, put myself in between him and the wall, and then you can only bounce back. Like, it was kind of lucky. I mean, I knew the strategy, but you can't control where he goes. So I just got lucky, got pinned in a corner, and just.
Okay. All right, so you beat the color dungeon. Now, that was totally optional. You didn't have to do any of that.
That's great.
The fairy gives you an option. What color did you go with?
What do you think?
Blue or red?
Based on what you know of me.
I think you went with power.
Wrong.
You went with defense.
Absolutely.
Okay.
The only time I die is just because I go in blindly and start whacking things. Now I can whack things twice as long without dying.
Did you find the photographer?
I finally found the camera shot.
Okay.
He tells you to stand there and take your picture, and then now I've gone and a couple times, 2 or 3 times, it's triggered a picture, and it's
which pictures did it trigger?
I took a picture with Chomp Chomp.
Okay. He tries like
He tries to bite you, and then there was another one with Terran where he like hops into the picture.
Oh, at the weather vane.
Okay, yeah.
He just walks up to. Okay.
Maybe those are the only 2.
You met the monkeys and you got the stick. Do you still have the stick?
I do not have the stick. Is it Terran again? It's hanging out by a beehive
Yes.
and wants to whack it for some reason?
Naturally.
Sure, go ahead while I stand over in the corner. So, yeah, you wait for the bees to chase him off screen, and then you take their honeycomb.
Okay.
So I have the honeycomb at this point.
Did you get anything else in town at this point, though?
What did I get? You hop in the bed and you get teleported. Oh, I got the ocarina.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got the ocarina.
So now I think I went back to the Weathermain and Marin taught me a tune.
Yeah. Do you remember what it's called?
I do not.
Ballad of the Windfish.
Ballad of the Windfish. Yeah.
Does this sound... What do you think of this song at all? Is it anything? Nothing?
No.
Oh. The Ballad of the Windfish is considered one of the more iconic songs in the Zelda series.
Since you've told me to pay attention to the music, I have only realized that the overworld music is just a remix of the old originals. And then the Grave Dungeon, the Color Dungeon, plays the dungeon music from the original Zelda. I was very happy. Those are the only 2 times where the music has really sunk in. Otherwise, it's just been very, very nondescript. Just kind of...
Okay. You got the Ballad of the Windfish. Then you made it to the Animal Village.
I did get to the Animal Village. And some lady behind a desk said she really likes flowers. So my initial thought was, I'm going to go dig you up some flowers. So I got out my shovel.
Oh, no.
Like, it quickly dawned on me, okay, this is probably not the way to go. But once I start digging, man, I got to dig the whole screen. Because coins pop up, hearts pop up.
Coins.
Sorry. Rupees.
So there's this walrus in the way.
Yes.
And did it...
Someone in town says, go get Marin.
Yeah, you got to get
Marin. We need her to play some music. And it basically tells you have to go get Marin to come play a song for him and he'll move. Went back to town, they said Marin's on the beach. So she's staring off into the sunset. You find her, you sit down on a log and you talk about your futures. I don't know.
What do you think of the scene?
It was weird. I kind of liked it, though. They're just kind of hanging out on a log, looking at the pretty sunset. I don't remember what was said, but
very romantic music.
She's like talking, trying to get in, and Link, being the dolt that he is just, yep.
And then
he doesn't even it's like he's not even paying attention. My favorite part was you got Marin, and then you hold her over your head.
So you go, now you got a little companion for a little
while.
while.
Now I got a companion again.
Did you
not as good as Chomp Chomp. She doesn't eat things.
Did you do anything with Marin?
Can you do anything with Marin?
You actually could, yeah.
No, I just went straight and had her play for the Fat Walrus.
She plays the Battle of the Windfish.
Plays the Battle of the Windfish. And I don't know what he's doing. His reaction is very strange. Like, it's not like slowly wait. He like goes, and then flies off the ledge. It makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah, so he flies off the ledge for some reason, because music has that effect on people. And I don't think I did anything. I mean, that leads you right to... I mean, it's to get to the key. I don't remember what he was fighting.
It's like a land mollusk, like the guy that comes out of the sand.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Very easy.
So you got the key?
Got the key. And I'm not sure I immediately know exactly where to go, but somebody said go into the waterfall. I don't know if it was an owl or a guy or somebody told me. So I think I had pretty much mapped out to the max any place I could go.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Maybe even in the northeast as well.
Okay. Did you find the face shrine?
That was weird.
Why was that weird?
Because everything else has been like a dungeon. You got to get a key to get into the dungeon. This one was just wide open, no key, But yeah, I did that whole thing. You fought the big knight, and I don't remember what he did. You had to kill him from behind. Something
There's multiple ways you can kill him. So did you examine the painting?
I did.
Okay, how does that make you feel?
I keep notes, and I started writing down what it said. Like sometimes it'll be like, oh, you learned the Ballad of the Windfish. So I write down Ballad of the Windfish. I'm writing, and I'm writing, and I'm writing. It's like just ... I wrote a paragraph of whatever this thing is saying, never read it.
You didn't?
No, didn't even. I'm like, at this point, that's gibberish. I don't care.
Gibberish. Wow.
It's probably one of those like prophecies where like only those who have two will see the way of that. I'm like,
but then once you leave, doesn't the owl talk to you again?
Hoot hoot. Yes.
And he reiterates some of what this thing says.
I remember him saying something like, yeah.
It's like about the island is gonna disappear. Everything's gonna wake up.
Oh yeah, like is it a dream? We'll never know. Like, yeah.
Not interested in you at all.
No.
Oh wow. All right.
Is it a dream? I don't know. We'll find out.
So you met the bear.
Sure.
And you gave him the honeycomb.
Give him the honeycomb, he gives you a pineapple. At some point, I'm up north. There's a dude hanging out on a ledge, and he's ooh. Everybody's always like, ooh, what you got? And you're like, you want to give it to me? Like, sure. And he just goes crazy on it. And what did he give me?
He gave you the hibiscus.
Hibiscus flower, that's right.
Yes, hibiscus flower.
I have not gone back to Animal Village to give the woman the hibiscus, so.
Okay.
That'll be the next episode.
I'm glad that you remembered that she likes flowers, though. Or that you talked to her.
I made immediate note.
Okay.
Remember, I went digging flowers, man.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm getting you flowers.
Okay. So you got to find Angler's Tunnel.
Which I had already, I think, found. Oh, no. I knew it was, that's the waterfall thing.
Yes.
This is the first time I found the key and not known where the hole is. It was much harder to get to it
Okay.
than to beat the dungeon.
So was the dungeon easy?
This was by far the easiest, besides the first dungeon. Like, no
Really?
problem whatsoever. I think it took me less than half an hour, and that was just because you have to spend some time exploring and figuring out where to go and all that. But I was never like, what do I need to do at this point? Take it back. Hardest part of this dungeon was that the stupid ledge falling down. I could not get that guy to drop, get on the ladder and jump off. There's a ladder and you got to get under it. You got to force him to come down, climb up the ladder real quick and jump on top of this thing. I could never do it. I almost died.
Okay, this probably was a Jamie thing.
Yeah.
So this was the one thing.
Everyone out there is like, oh my God, you sap. I almost died.
I don't even.
The only way I beat this guy is because he slammed down on top of me, and I just, while I had that half second of invincibility, just jumped on top of him with half a heart.
Okay.
It was the dumbest. I don't know how you do it cleanly. I have to watch somebody do it.
Okay.
It's impossible.
I don't even know what room he's talking about. It's that easy.
This is the point where this is the Jamieism for this episode?
Yes. Some rumored room here where the guy's...
Somebody out there has to share in my pain.
Oh boy.
Somebody.
I'm gonna look at this, find the solution, show it to you.
I'm gonna watch a play online and just be like, oh, that's pretty easy.
What are your thoughts when you get the flippers?
Well, now there's so many things. But the problem is, I have not been keeping track in my notes, except for one thing.
Oh,
like, as soon as I can walk on water.
Walk on
That's what I called it in my notes.
Okay.
I didn't know. I should have just assumed flippers based on Link to the Past. But there's only one little thing that I've kept track of. So I'm just gonna have to open up the map and look and find out where all the water is and just go swimming.
So next episode you're gonna be swimming.
I will be swimming.
You eventually find the final boss. I think it's just called Angler's Fish.
I have the bow at this point, so I literally just stood on the left and went.
Oh, you used the bow.
Yeah. So I mean, things are falling from the ceiling, and there are other fish coming at you, and I got the blue tunic, so I don't even care anymore. It's like,
right, yeah.
Bring it. I just sat there and just.
Okay.
So.
You know what? That's probably the hardest way to fight him. Easiest way is you just go right up to him and slash away, and you can kill him before he even attacks you. It's a joke.
I thought for sure when he came down, because anglerfish have that little iridescent thing on top of their face, I thought for sure you would have to hit that with arrows. Like, this is going to be a boss. Like, this dungeon is so easy, they're going to put the hammer down with the boss, and you're going to have to fire arrows and hit that tiny little angler thing. Nah.
So what was the fourth instrument? I don't even remember. Do you remember what it is?
Harp?
Harp. Okay. Four down. Four to go.
4 to go? Wow.
You're not halfway through the game, though.
Really?
No.
That's impressive for a Game Boy game.
You think this is like you feel like you're...
Yeah, you figured, like, screen's this big, the adventure's going to be this big, but it's pretty...
Oh, so you think it's been a pretty...
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you are halfway in terms of your collectibles, but, like, the first 4 dungeons are teeny tiny in comparison.
They can't get any easier than this dungeon. You said there's a nice progression.
You know, I still firmly believe that, actually.
Come on.
I think
there's no one that thinks this dungeon is harder than the third dungeon.
All right.
talking smack now.
This is blue tunic Jamie talking
Blue
here.
tunic. I didn't even need a blue tunic. I could have done this with no tunic.
Blue tunic Jamie. I like that.
Actually, I couldn't have because that stupid stompy guy would have crushed me 50 times.
Yeah. The red tunic won't help you there.
Nope.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and tune in next time for more Jamie Plays Zelda. In the last episode, we were in Key Cavern, and you didn't get...
Don't.
You never got the dungeon map.
Nope.
Did you go back to Key Cavern?
did.
You did?
I did.
Did you get the dungeon map?
I did.
Okay. So now you've completed Key Cavern.
Yes, done.
It's done. All right, you got the map.